Hi guys, Donna here, back with another vlog. Today I'm heading out to buy some more wool. I have been driving Carl's car all week, the new Kia, because he's had to take my car to work, to Elland, due to the fact that a water tray that sits under the chassis had ripped away when we came home in the caravan. And that's going in for repair tomorrow, so it makes sense for me to keep the car. But I still have to run errands anyway. Still stall it a few times because the clutch of the bike and all that is very different to mine, as mine is diesel. But we are going out in it this morning for a little trip to the wool shop. She is such a nice car, look at her. Made it to Lytham on my runs. The sun's in, the sun's out. I wear my sunglasses, do I wear my normal glasses? I don't actually know, we'll see how it goes. I'm popping to the wool shop here, as I've said before, and then I'm going to pop to Body Care because they're closing down. They've gone into administration, so they might have a little sale on with all the stuff, because I need some air fresheners for the house. We're going to see, but it's very, very blustery today. So I did not get a chance to vlog anything because I got into Lytham and I was going to look at another pink hoodie and decided not to, so that's really good on my impulsive buying. I'm happy about that. And then I found out that one of my work colleagues was in Lytham today because she was looking at a hoodie similar to this one in a blue. I met up with her. And then we went for a coffee, and then I saw that the time was running out on the space for the car, so I've literally just marched it back here. Sometimes it's not bad, it had 9 minutes left, but you know, you can get waylaid with something. Got some wool. I did go to the wool shop, I had a chat with the lady in the wool shop. That took up some of my time, that I had to extend my parking. Now I can go home and relax. It is very windy today, but the sun's in, it's out, it's in, it's out. But I'm going to be making a really nice blanket with some wool. The colours are really pretty. So I've got this nice shade of pink, and then I've got this shade of pink, which will go together in little squares. And I got some needles because it was recommended to go down a size needle to be able to work with that wool. So that's what I've done, and I just bought some like air fresheners for the house because it really needs them. My desk is a complete mess. It's been ravaged by all my rubbish. I've even brought my tea up to eat it. I've got that there still because I'm going to be jumping back on the Xbox. I've started knitting the blanket. I just hope that all the squares are going to be almost symmetrical. It's a hovel. Morning I've had. Honestly, it's like the next day. Skipping yesterday and everything that went on and my really nice day. I had to take the car in, as I mentioned before, and I was sat in the showroom for a good hour and a bit. It made more sense to do it, especially when the lady said that the car was the next one in. They've took that tray off the car underneath completely because they've got to order the part in. So the car's got to go back to have that put on. But it was a bit of a palaver. However, while I've been sat in Arnold Clark waiting for news of the car and whether it was worth just getting an Uber home, I was watching a really old 2001 movie that I've not seen in a hell of a long time, and it was Tomb Raider. I actually forgot how long it's been since I watched that film with Angelina Jolie, so I was watching that while I was waiting. We're already at the 15th of September and nothing has happened. I've not even been able to vlog anything. I have finished my scarf that I wanted to make for me, with my favourite colour being red, but then obviously I have orange and yellow to make it like fiery colours, because even though my star sign is Cancer, I don't sway towards blues or anything like that. I am a proper fiery coloured person. I love those colours. Anything like that. My favourite mythical creature is the phoenix. I have actually been to Aldi today and I bought these really cute lights that you can charge instead of battery powered, because when you've got them on for a long time it kills the batteries really fast and you've got to keep buying batteries. I ain't got that kind of money to just keep buying batteries over and over again when I can put it to something more useful. I've also tried to do some major decluttering. I have decluttered this side of the room because I had loads of unnecessary tins and bits and clutter, so I've cleared that up and it looks a bit tidier now. And I am putting them on a recycle group to see if anyone can make use of them. I've started on my blanket that I'm making. That's all I've got so far. It's not turned out as bad as it could have been, and I'm hoping as I keep doing it, it'll start pulling into shape. Also now been getting things prepared for wedding invitations and looking at getting an appointment at the studio, which is actually 5 minutes down the road, which couldn't have been any better. That's fallen into place. So I'm going to arrange to pop to their studio and see what I can do, which means I need to print off the draft that I made for the invitations so that I can start putting that into motion and get them printed, because I need to get them out as soon as possible so that we can confirm the numbers with our venue and start everything else, because it's only a year away before we get married. A year. It's actually under a year before my partner and I get married. Oh, it's exciting times. It's the 19th of September, Friday, which means I am off for the weekend. I am actually going to be cutting the garden in a minute because it hasn't rained for 48 hours and this could be the last cut of the year. So soon after I've been to work, I went to the doctor's and had a blood test done, and then I went to Aldi and did my shopping for the week, and now I'm back home to get this garden cut. Carl's going to be home later, so I've got to get some tidying up done around the house, a little bit of hoovering so the house is tidy for when he gets back. And I don't even know what we're going to have for tea tonight, but I did buy some nice things for the weekend, some mint burgers and gammon for the weekend for our teas, so we're not having to spend money on takeaway, because we really need to start cutting down on stuff like that. So that's the plan for today. Just bought some of these from Aldi for my setup, because I find that lamp can be a bit annoying sometimes, and I've decided I'm going to just move that into the kitchen. So I've got these instead. Now I might just face them sort of like that, as opposed so they're not like right in my face, because I think they could be too bright in my face. And I could turn that way around as well, like that. And then when I want pink, because my room is pink, oh no, maybe not that one. Ooh, that looks nice. Good morning guys, we are currently in Morrison's. It is Saturday, it's our whole weekend off now. We're just starting with a cheeky breakfast, and we don't have anything planned for today because there's nothing to do and the weather is absolutely miserable. The good thing is though, I've got Cole's car next week, so that makes me really happy. I have recently discovered that my lavender is growing, but I need to repot it into smaller pots because it'll get drowned during the winter months. But I'm really happy it's sprouted. All those little there, that's all lavender, and I checked it and sniffed my finger and it's lavender, so I need to get those repotted so that they don't die. There we go. I've individually potted them, so I'm hoping they'll grow and then I can replant them again. I know it seems to take a while for them to grow, so hopefully the winter will see them through and they can start growing. Can't smell the lavender now. Yeah, that's lavender definitely. So yeah, my little babies. I'm also proud to report that I recently discovered a new stalk growing on my orchids. And now this one that I bought from Dday's is going to have 3 stalks of flowers on them, which I'm very happy about. These have all started dropping off now. I've only got a few left, but I'm not going to do much with it because I'm going to just let it grow out again and let this grow as well. So I bought more of these today, which is just a droplet feeder. My cactus have been repotted. This one's turned into a bit of a monster. It is massive. That one's also growing very quickly, so I've had to repot that one too. And I bought feeder for this orchid, which still has no signs of a new stalk growing. So I think when these die off, I don't even know if this is going to grow or anything anymore. I'll have to keep watching it and see what happens. This is growing new buds. This is the birthday gift I got from a resident of where I work. She went out and bought me this plant, which I thought was really lovely of her. She's a very thoughtful lady. And another thing, when I was shopping at Aldi yesterday, they've started selling a bubble tea. This is like my favourite flavour, mango and passion fruit. I always get these when I go to like Manchester. I always get mango boba and I get the passion fruit drink, or you can have it the other way around, whichever works. But I like it that way around. And I don't even know if this is going to be, like which way this is going to be. Oh, mango flavour, liquid core pills and passion fruit flavour. So basically the way that I like to have it. But it's quite high in sins for Slim and Willed, so it's one of those I'd have to have on a weekend if I'm feeling a bit naughty. But it's definitely going to be a staple if it tastes nice. And this is a straw I got when I went to Bubbleology, which is at the Trafford Centre, and I knew it would come in use one day because the straw that was on this fell off. It's okay. Probably not something I'm going to drink every week or it's going to be like every so often, every occasion. I do think I prefer going to like the Manchester or a boba tea place and actually buying one fresh. So it's doable, it's fine, it's nice, it's not an issue. So I have just spent all afternoon and evening playing Ori and the Blind Forest and finished the game. And now I've started on Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. While Cole's been playing Call of Duty all day. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be playing it tomorrow, but we'll see what we actually have planned for tomorrow. But that is our afternoon in a nutshell, and it is now time for bed. Good morning, guys. It's Friday the 26th of September. This week has been a stressful week and I'm not even going to go into it. It's been stressful. But today I got up early, went to see my grandfather. He got to see Carl's new car because I've got it again this week. The water tray is finally on. Took it to Arnold Clark yesterday and they put the tray on, so that's all sorted now. Ironically, on the way home today, I'm coming through Lytham, I'm approaching the mini roundabout and I see 2 red Kia Exceeds going the opposite way to me, and there's me in a black Exceed going the opposite way. It was actually quite funny. Today I'm heading into Freckleton. I have my iPad to hand because I made an appointment to get some wedding invitations done. Now that the wedding's only a year away, I actually need to start getting the ball rolling for many other things. So when I found out this place was actually 5 minutes down the road, I took the opportunity to get an appointment, and that's where I'm heading now to see what the options are for invitations. That took about an hour to do. Got it all planned out. She's going to crack on with them. It's actually not going to be that expensive to do. £75 for 30 invitations, but she's also going to do one like a digital one, which is really good. And it's like £60 for a welcome sign. So seeing as the venue's given us an easel, might as well make use of it. I've elected to possibly have one of those too. So I'm headed to St Anne's on the bus. We have friends that have come up from Watford and I'm meeting up with them. I can't see them over the weekend because I'm at work, so I'm headed there now. So that should be really nice. But the sad thing is the sun has gone and it's gone very cloudy, which is very sad. Couple of hours hanging out with some friends was really nice. I've just got home now and it's time to go back into the car and go back the way I've just come on the bus, and that's to go and get the shopping done at Aldi. I've been back and forth all bloody day today. My orchids have 3 flowers left and that one's going to drop off soon. However, this stalk that I found growing has actually grown very quickly. I reckon come next year that'll bloom, and those will also bloom again as well. This one, they're still going very strong. They're doing really well, but there's still no stalks growing off that one yet. A quick run around the shop is another mission accomplished. Just gotta get the shopping home. I should be back and packed away before Carl gets back because he's actually nearly home himself. And it's been quite good, quite easy and quite cheap, which is good for a change instead of spending 90, 100 quid at Tesco. Hey everyone, it is the 29th of September, so I only have 1 day left before we transition into October. And well, the year has gone very fast, I have to say. But I figured out how to lay out my vlogs a little bit better and doing a vlog a month, but jam-pack it with everything I've been up to in that month. I mean, like, October's coming up now, so we have Newark Truck Show next weekend. I'll be preparing everything we need for the truck show, probably today, because tomorrow I'm popping out to see my granddad, and then I'm back at work again for Wednesday, Thursday, and we go to Newark on Friday. So it's one of those where it's better off to get it done now as opposed to leaving it to the very last minute. I have been trying to reorganise my kitchen a little bit, not necessarily a complete overhaul, but I have loads of things just sat on the side and taking up space on the countertop. So I'm popping up to B&M's today in Preston, and I'm going to get like a stacking shelf. I just need one stacking shelf, everything can go under and on top, and it'll immediately create space and make it look tidier because I've got fruit and veg on the side and it just looks a bloody mess. So it's just tidying it up and making it look a little bit better than it has been. There are a lot of nice things in B&M's. Ideally I could do the yoghurt pot that stands up as opposed to lie down like a tub, so then I'm not losing space in my lunchbox. But I am still on a mission to find my shelf stand that I need for the countertop at home. I mean, I could buy loads of stuff here, but I don't have the money at the minute. So there's that. It's not a big deal though, because it's useful things. It is useful things, but I've got to make sure I budget myself and make sure I don't leave myself short for the rest of the month, which payday's still got 9 days away. That's what I'm looking for right there. The shelf organizer is quite big in size, so I can probably get my toaster underneath it or on the top of it just to keep it tidy. So that is kind of the main reasons that I came to B&M's today, was for this. 140 quid for a sofa bed, a double sofa bed. Don't want it grey though. That is nice, and it's not badly priced either. That's kind of what I'm looking for this spare bedroom. We've actually got loads of stuff in here. I like having a look at all the boxes and storage that we have. There's a lot going on. Just boxes galore, and I love boxes and storage. I love it all. I successfully got what I came for. I'm just going to head home now. The road behind me looks quite busy, so I'll have to try and get out. It is a really busy road along the docks there. So if I can get home, get this thing sorted out, get other bits done around the house, I can chill out for the rest of the day then. And then I can start on these preparing for Newark as well, because obviously I need to get that done sooner rather than later. That's a little bit better now. I've used one of my baskets for my spuds. I've just used my Pyrex bowl for my fruit, and then those are just stacked on top of one another because it won't be long before those will disappear, and then it's just that in the way. It just makes it a lot tidier. It was just doing my head in for so long that I had to do something about it. So my neighbour has begun cutting all her lavender off, and I've gone over and pinched a few of these to propagate lavender. I'm going to try it this way because apparently this grows quicker than growing by seed. It smells amazing. I love the smell of lavender. It's beautiful. Taking with us on the camping trip are collapsible stools. These are amazing stools. We bought these at the last truck festival at Newark. We got some camping lanterns for the dark, so they'll be really useful to have. And our camping cutlery and cups, bowls and plates, so they'll be really good to have when we go away. They are in the cool bag, but they could get taken out because we're probably going to need this to fill up with alcohol, so we're not quite sure how it's going to go yet. But that's kind of like all we need. Plus I've got my sleeping bag prepared, because that used to be Carl's for the wagon, but because he's got his own bedding now, I'll be using that to sleep. It's just that time of day now where I'm going to start chilling out and probably go on the Xbox in a little while, watch a movie. Not quite decided what I want to do yet. I'm going to end this video here for the time being. I appreciate everyone that took the time to watch it and watch it to the end. If you've enjoyed it, I would love it if you tap subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Until then, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one, and it'll be Newark Truck Show.